Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is DJ Battlecat, and welcome to my lab.
The lab is where we showcase the hottest artists with an emphasis on the recording process, featuring the music, the home studios, the one-on-one interviews, and of course, the lab itself.
Hello everybody, it's your man Ken, and we are in the lab. I am here with the legendary Battlecat. You know what I'm saying? My man, we go way back from days touring with Snoop Dogg, right?
I mean, come on, that's what we do.
Cat's flagging them down. You feel me? Tokyo, Japan, baby. I told you we was gonna do it. Yeah, we here. We gonna look for some shit. Here we go. Yeah, that's what we do. So, you know, he was gracious enough to invite me, you know, even though I'm his brother. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
Yeah, you know, invite me to his lab,
yes,
where this man is really doing it. You know, if you haven't heard of Battlecat, you must have been sleeping under a rock. Yeah. But, you know, just in case you did come from under a rock, we're going to let you know a little bit of something about him, alright? And his sound. Yeah, the sound of the West Coast. Battlecat, alright?
Like to hear it? Here it go.
One time, get busy up.
Oh my goodness! Yo, and that was just a sneak peek. That was just a tidbit, a tad. God damn it, I can't tongue tie. This shit is so dope.
Backstage with New Edition, and their choreographer, Brooke, is even choreographing the photo. You see what he just did? He made us move. He made us move to the side. We go way back. This gentleman I've known forever. I went to his 19th birthday party. I was 2. This gentleman brought me Boys to Men. Hey, yes. He called me and said, I got 4 guys for you. Boy, did he have 4 guys for me. This gentleman, this is actually my brother. Now you know. Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, let him rub you the right way just one time. And you'll never forget it. New Edition.
In my lab recording studio, I would like to look at it as a treasure case of greatness and history and a toolage to communicate with people who love music.
What was the first drum machine that Battlecat owned?
We got right here the legendary SB1200 that's sitting here on the second shelf by MU.
That's not the original one, is it, that you had?
That's the original one that I had as far as in that time. That one is a borrowed one from a good legendary friend of mine named Player Ham from Penthouse Players. Matter of fact, when I first met Quick, that was the first drum machine that was used where I played my sounds and my tracks, and he played his first album. That was the drum machine that he was using. It paved the way for me. I was able to signature my beats, my drum beats and samples, and Battlecat sound with that machine. And I'm very grateful to have came across that machine. Thank you, Nadine's Music Store.
Next is what? This MPC?
Yes, I bought one before that one.
Looked like that one was personalized.
Yeah, but I have one. I have 2 more that's personalized. That's a borrowed one. Even the legend can keep it 100 and funky because they know who drum machine it is. You know, my man Bruce Forrad, godfather of modifying all drum machines. Everyone in Los Angeles, to the east, to the west, and south, come to this man to come get their machines done exclusively their way. So I'm one of the first guys who thought about putting a wood grain in the Lin 9000 pads, which is about this thick. You know, and there was many other things I wanted to do, but I had the MP62 and I had the MP60. Yeah, I said the MP62. Now that one you're looking at is the first hardware controller, software hardware controller, the one you just got through looking at. But that 3000 is where I started making the history of Battle Cat on a whole nother level. Like the Ghetto Jam, the first album I ever produced, my first sophomore debut album was Domino from Long Beach. So I used the SB1200 and the MP62. This right here is a very special unit right here. This is the foundation of Battle Cat sound. It starts right here in this rack. We have Rolling product, we have Korg, the Triton, we had the ATC-1, we have an Avalon that is, of course, later in the later years, but it still was a late or mid-90s module. We got bass modules and everything, which some of the things that was your favorite sound all through the 90s. That's it, from all West Coast, East Coast to down south.
So Cat, what kind of board are you using these days?
I mean, I'm inside the box, but I'm outside the box at the same time. You know, I wanted a live board. So this is a Behringer 32 input digital console. I can remotely control and run this with my iPhone or iPad. From my drums in the back, I wouldn't even have to be up here controlling it. But I still want to keep the integrity of old school as well, so I went and bought a lunch box, which is a smaller component of a mixing board. I just wanted the EQ of the first sounds that sound as far as of a board that created the Battle Cat sound when I was using the SB1200. I actually recorded on the API board, so I got the EQs of that. And I love my SSL because when I graduated to using other studios to create another sound with the equipment I was using, I went and bought me an SSL rack mount version instead of the board. So I can keep up with every generation of boards at my discretion. And it was so necessary because I developed a unique style in mixing and branding as far as me and my sound. And that was important because when I started to work with different people, they came to me distinctively for my interpolation of great music, original composition, remakes, as well as custom design sounds. And that was important for the Battle Cat sound to be respected to this day.
That's right, check the technique.
So is this DJ Shakim?
Yes.
And the place to be?
Absolutely.
And you are the New Edition DJ?
New Edition, Rose Tour DJ. So this is called Serato. So you have Serato Scratch Live, Serato DJ, and you have a specially coated piece of vinyl. So this vinyl you don't have to take off and on like regular records. You can just place it here and select whatever MP3 you want to play from your laptop and pull it on here. And then you manipulate it as if it was a regular record. So this alleviated me carrying crates to the clubs and breaking my back and, you know, great thing.
Now, as far as today's keyboards, as far as controllers is concerned, you know, I use a lot of native instruments, and this is the controller for it, you know, and I like the fact that it's set up to where anything that you see that you're playing, you can actually see what key it is, and everything lights up. It turns different colors when you're playing any sound or chord progression, and it's a unique board for navigating all native instrument product. And this one in the middle is dear to me because Roger not only used the Mini Moog, but he had another favorite by the DX 100, and this keyboard right here has been good to me, and it's one of the many sounds that Dre and Teddy, a few of my homeboys, Portrait, Michael Angelo from Portrait, different people have used distinctive sounds out of this crazy keyboard to do talk box and bass sounds and everything. So Novation keyboard, and it's unique because if I want to use a different type of plugin, like if I want to use Ableton Live, it's there. If I want to use Reasons, it's there. You feel me? Garage Band, that's what that's for. So it can control many different virtual software, and there's Contact right there, which I was using Native Instruments. It's just incredible how if you buying all these different virtual keyboards, like say I'm using a Native Instrument now. If I wanted to, I can use this keyboard or this keyboard to control any software that I'm buying, because that's where it's at now. We can't afford a B3 organ. We're talking about maybe a couple of grand or more. But for the plug-in, you might spend $200 to $400 for a $2,000 keyboard. And so that's where it's at now.